and let me know. Your blue collar where it counts.
Yeah, I know, pretty much. In my dick. And we're back.
We're back. Episode 41, people.
Yep. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're like all over the fucking place on the release of these episodes.
It's fine. It's been.
I think we're just like we've been talking. I think I'm just going to release this shit on fucking Friday.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we already did sound check, homie.
My allergies have been so bad, so I can't hear very well. So that's my fault.
Yeah, no,
there we go.
Turn you up.
No, we're good. I got it.
Check you. All right, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying. So Josh and I were having a little bit of a conversation. We decided just like fuck it, let's just turn it on. Let's go.
Yeah, business casual.
About like how everything's like all these brands are coming out of the woodworks and being like trans this and S2L BGQ5 whatever this and that. I'm just like, and it's also these brands that you are unassuming, like you wouldn't assume they would be like gung ho for this cause.
America.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, who are you appealing to? Like, do you know your customers? I'm very confused. But it's not like Bud Light's is like the story right now. And I'm like, I didn't really drink Bud Light. It's like my last choice in beer anyway. It's piss water.
That's when I'm already drunk. Like I'll
if someone, yes.
I'll tempt it.
If it's the only thing around and I'm already like 12 deep, or if someone's like, don't drink this pussy, I'm like,
or if there's not any water,
I'll do it. Or if I want to keep going and that's the only thing that's left, I'll drink it. Because at that point, I just need the alcohol by volume. I don't need the taste anymore.
What's that dude's name? Dylan
Mulvaney.
Yeah. So my thought was, if you're going to pick somebody to do that, why don't you pick somebody who like
at least passes a little bit better.
You know what I mean? Like I can't tell that's a dude. Like,
that's exactly right.
Yeah, like if you're going to do it, do it right.
It was like what Andrew Tate was talking about. Like he was like, Megan Fox with a dick or Hulk Hogan with a vagina or whatever. Which one would you pick? Megan Fox with a dick, right?
Makes total sense. Thank you, Andrew.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that. Like I saw that.
I mean, he's that's crazy.
It is nuts. I don't want her to have a dick.
Yeah, exactly. I was imagining like you're hooking up with like Megan Fox and you have to like move her cock and balls out of the way. Like I'm sorry. Ooh, that's no.
Yeah, you really got
no. I don't care.
I didn't even get that far down.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't care who it's attached to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not messing with some dick and balls.
I don't want a boner pushed on me
unless it's mine.
Right. No, I saw that commercial like 2 nights ago when this all went down on Instagram. I was like in the tub, and I thought it was a joke. Mm-hmm. Because everybody's seen this dude on Instagram. I mean, but this is the same guy that was on that Ulta podcast, like Ulta did, the makeup place.
Yeah, talking about and was with another dude
with a chick with a beard.
Yeah,
and he was like, one day I want to be a mom, and I can. Like, you can't, but that's fine.
Yeah,
but then now it's getting where like he was in the bathtub, and then with Bud Light, and I was just like, I looked over at Kyle and I was like, who is this for?
Right.
I knew that trans people could drink beer. Like, cool, you want to drink some beer, that's fine, but I just don't know why. I'm not sure from a marketing standpoint what Bud Light's trying to do. I guess to cater to this 1%. Like, are the numbers down on beer drinking? I figured they would go up when people are depressed. And
I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know.
It's so weird. That commercial is so awkward. Truthfully, all you women should be furious.
Well, my thing is like, I never 10 years ago, if you told me like on my bingo card, like there would be, trans twink, sponsors Bud Light, I'd be like, nah, there's no way.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'd be like,
you know what I mean?
Like, what? And then like now it's Nike's even got it too, which really didn't surprise me. Let's be real.
Yeah, Nike was already
I was like, man, okay.
They're kind of like first at bat on the cause du jour.
Yeah, but the dude does not. The whole thing is just creepy.
I had that observation too, where you're talking about. It's like if I was a brand or anybody, and I was like, you know what, I'm all about LGBT whatever, and I want to support the trans cause. And let's find a spokesperson. I'm a brand manager, PR person, and I'm like, I want to find a brand, a spokesman to push that message and honor our brand and sell our shit.
Yeah.
Why would you pick that one?
Well, so I kind of get some of it because
he's controversial. That's
the controversy which feeds into
right.
And so I get some of it, but like when I was watching that preview of him doing like jumping jacks and that women's clothing, I was like, I'm watching and I looked over and I'm like, is this a practical joke?
Yeah,
it's super awkward.
They've got a person there. Nike's got a person wearing a sports bra with no tits.
No tits.
And cock and balls stuffed into the leggings.
Yeah.
In order to market athletic wear to women that don't have cock and balls and have breasts.
Or something
like
of some breasts. Yeah, whatever.
Right. Like that's the whole point of wearing the sports bra is because guys don't need to wear sports bras.
So now what's happening is now little men like that dude can wear leggings and maybe it's the new thing. Smash your shit up like a division sign.
And he's so awkward and
the whole thing is weird.
And he moves like a dude. Like you just look at him and that's a guy.
It's like an awkward teenager.
Right.
I mean, look, I saw it and I was just I'm thinking to myself like what is it? And the commercial, like the video was shot really shitty. It didn't even look nice.
Oh, it was terrible.
So I'm assuming it's only going to get better from here.
Probably, I think it's just is a paid sponsorship. I don't even think it was like a commercial. I think it was just paid sponsorship on TikTok.
I hope it backfires. I really do. But I don't think it will.
I don't think it will.
And I don't care. I don't drink Bud Light anyways, and I don't really buy Nike stuff, so I don't really care.
Well, to the thing about why don't you, if you're going to like support it, like try to find a trans woman, whatever the fuck, that's like passes a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest,
I've seen some.
There's some out there I would be like, damn,
you're a good looking dude.
You're a hot dude.
You're a hot dude.
Right. Yeah. I would get tricked.
And then like I saw that video, I think somebody shared it in our group today with that female is a male in fighting in female MMA and
oh yeah, Fallon Fox. That's an older video, but
I didn't know that. And
that's an older video.
I'd never seen it, and then I was like, okay, it looks like two women, right? Because they're both pretty. The other woman's a pretty big gal. She gets hit, and all of a sudden they go to the mic, and that's when I lost it. It was like, what'd y'all think about that shit? I'm like, what?
I knew I had it in me. She couldn't hang.
I'm coming for him. You hear me? Right. I'm coming for all of them. And I'm like. All you heard was like crickets. People didn't want to cheer. They're like, what the fuck are we paying for?
It's straight up like that South Park video where they had strong woman. And it was a Randy Macho Man Savage comes out in a pink sports bra. And his name is Heather now.
I don't want to talk about my transition.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Heather, do you want to talk about your transition? I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some ass.
Had a bulge?
Yeah, dude.
With a bra?
It was like, veins popping out. And he like got the pump. Oh, it was crazy. Absolutely.
It was
and
great.
I love how the girl was like, okay, good luck, Heather. He's like, look, it's for dudes.
The whole thing, dude, I was just like, I was like, what's next? Wait till Halloween this year. It's going to be so messed up.
Oh, I know, dude.
I'm showing you.
But, the thing about like the fact that they pick somebody who's just atrocious looking. Let's be honest. It just don't look right. It's ugly.
This is the same.
I'm sorry. It just looks gross.
This is the same dude that faked period cramps and then carries tampons around.
But like, it's also he's the perfect spokesman for these like woke these brands that want to go woke for whatever fucking reason. I still don't quite understand why they want to do this. Besides just being in the headlines for a bit. Maybe that gets a little bit of boost, but like long-term brand longevity, I don't see like what's the plan here. But here was my point about that is why he's the perfect person is because it's not only the trans thing, but we have this obsession in our culture now with things being as ugly as fucking possible.
Yeah, like a creature.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was thinking about this today. I was like, that Dylan Mulvaney is just. Ugh, right? Man or woman, I'm just like, ugh.
You're like, you're not my type.
And then you have like the whole 300-pound runway model bullshit going on.
Yeah, or the fat cheerleader.
And then your brother posted that the new revamped Chevelle that came out, right?
Yeah.
And it looks like a shitty Chrysler 300. And I'm like, why are they trying to make everything ugly as possible?
Because that's just, I don't know. It's all about accepting.
Right. It's just, I feel like this is on purpose. It's a giant experiment. Just trying to think, like, we'll see how far we can push this. Before the society cracks.
Let's just see how it, like, my whole thing too is like we put his face on a beer can. I'm like, do you know how many like cool people and like really, legitimate folks in the community that have done really exceptional things that you could put on your beer can, and yet you take, and it's not even a good picture.
This person has done nothing of value. Nothing. That's the other thing that baffles me about it. It's not like at least Leah Thomas swims. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Dylan Mulvaney has done nothing of value that I can see, except just get on there, prance around in some heels, claiming he's been a girl for 20 days or whatever the fuck. Now it's up to 365 days. Had a whole celebration.
Yeah, I don't
about
care.
it. Like so.
Yeah, we just had it's I don't know. I have no idea. Like my whole this has been going on, and like everybody they're struggling to accept all this. And like my biggest thing right now is I've been trying to find the Cold Stone International Delight coffee creamer. That's been that's how I told you about this.
Nuh-uh. That's been your struggle?
This is my struggle here, and allergies have been killing me. But this has been my struggle. So I'm really switching gears here. So, International Delight has a Cold Stone creamer, coffee creamer.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, sure.
Someone Crunk and I
don't drink that fancy shit.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a white people thing.
Is it?
Yeah. So,
okay, I didn't know.
So Crunk and I have been usually drink it, and Kylie and I like it too. Well, we couldn't be able to find it.
I just did black voice.
Yeah, you did. This show's getting canceled. We'll just stick it out, guys. So we can't find it. Went to like 5 different grocery stores. So I get online, and sure enough, International Delight has actually their licensing with Cold Stone was up. There was 1,500 one-star reviews, and we went through and Crunk and I read some of them.
Really,
dude? People were like bashing them, like you've ruined coffee for us, like. What have you done? And they came out with like an alternative. Yeah. Tastes like ass. So Crunk and I have been on this adventure the last 2 weeks trying to find an alternative coffee creamer.
Oh, okay.
There's no telling how many different ones we've tried. Like, everybody's always like coffee creamer is terrible for you. I'm like, in large doses, yes.
Yeah, I'm not chugging it.
But if I'm going to drink poison, I want it to taste good.
Right.
So
yeah, exactly.
That's my vice is I don't like black coffee, dude. I can't get involved in it. Right. It doesn't taste good. But that's been what I've been struggling with. I just wanted to share that with you.
I feel you. I had a little bit of a struggle last night.
What happened? Jerking off? Or?
After work, no, that's easy. Okay. It comes easy these days.
I understand.
After work, went out for a little, business meeting. Right?
Okay. Yep. Business after hours?
Business meeting.
Yeah.
And, had a good time, had some pizza, had some beer, whatever. And then, I've had a few Brucey's in me, and
that's why
one of the guys.
That's why you got that Carhartt shirt.
Yeah, 100%. Right. Yeah, it wasn't Bud Light either. It was Bud Heavy.
It's the real Bud.
Exactly. I felt the calluses forming on my hands.
I got you.
It was like the Hulk, except I didn't turn green, and I actually got smaller.
You went and bought an extension ladder. Right. Y'all seen this new ladder?
Exactly. All of a sudden, it's like some 1/4-inch pipe was in my Schedule 40 was in the back of my truck. Like, when did I get this? Anyway, so we were doing that. I had a few drinks, and the guy I was with smoked. Right, I could smell it on him. And then he was like, "I'm gonna go smoke." And I was like,
"You didn't do it, did you?"
I did.
100% did. Come on, man!
I went out there and I lit up, and I took that first, and he smoked like he's like light shorties or something like that, like
how long
100s.
First off, hold on, people. Zach has not smoked in a long time.
2 years, my guy.
And we talk about how cool, if smoking was healthy, he would do it, because my dad and him have talked about this, because of course everybody in the 80s smoked. Like, people used to smoke in hospitals.
Yeah, dude.
You've all seen Jaws. But I've never smoked cigarettes before.
It's awesome.
I've never actually smoked. I've smoked a Black and Mild, and
it's the best.
And I didn't inhale a cigar one time, and that's it. That's as far as I've gotten.
It's the best. And so we're outside, and he gives me it's a 100, right? So it's a short little Joker,
like a housewife cigarette.
No, it's shorter. Is it 100 or 400? Whatever. I can't remember now anymore. But anyway, it's the shorter cigarettes.
I got you.
It's a little baby thing. And so I light that thing up, take first hit, and I thought I was going to be like, because it's been like 2 years, I thought I was going to be like, whatever. But no, I was like, oh, there it is. Yeah. That first hit went right to the dome.
You really settled.
Yeah, dude. And I was like, oh, I'm home. Woo! It was great. And then I ended up having another one before we left, right?
You're out of control. Right?
And then, so I ended up having like 2 or 3. I think it was 2.
Damn, man.
Before the night was done.
You're like a cowboy.
Yeah, dude. And, of course, was eating, pizza and like cheese sticks and whatever the fuck. And I had like all different types of beer.
I know where this is going.
And then I have, it was in town where I work. And so I still have like a 50-minute drive ahead of me to go back home, right? And I just smoked a couple of cigarettes. I had some beers. I was eating some like all different types of food. And so I'm driving back, and dude, I just ended on 48. It's it's like windy. I'm going up and down.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And it was at night, and it was a little raining a little bit. And I was like, this is dangerous, but whatever. I got to get home. And dude, I felt fucking awful. I thought like 30 times I was gonna have to pull over and just like hurl.
What you needed was
shit my pants.
What you needed was another cigarette.
That's what I needed. I think it 100% helped out. Yeah, dude. And then I was getting a headache, and it made everything was terrible. Everything was terrible, but it was so worth it.
Wow!
If I didn't have to drive home,
you're out of control.
If I didn't have to drive home this far, and I was just like, I could just easily like take an Uber and 10-minute ride to get home, it would have been great. But it was a mistake doing that right before a windy midnight. Well, it wasn't midnight, but like 8 p.m.
You were
ride down a windy road.
I almost shit my pants one time in the truck with Garrett last year.
Yeah,
dude. So it ain't just you.
Mine's like a weekly occurrence though.
Mine's not weekly. It's not good. That was one where I had to actually like take my seatbelt off and like try to stand up in the floorboard.
Oh yeah, because you're in seating positions. Yeah, like you got to shit. It's like you're sitting on the toilet.
We were in Kentucky. We were coming through Hawkinsville. Came around a bend. I told him, I was like, dude, we have to stop now.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you, I was like, and this is not, I'm not a kid. Like, it's going to be a man. Like, I have to go. Like, this isn't something. I said, and if I go in your truck, this is really going to jeopardize your vehicle and our friendship. So I had to run into like a pilot, and I ran in.
Move, bitch.
Yeah. Dude, thank God they had nice facilities. Man, it was terrible.
Wouldn't matter if they did.
Really, I wouldn't. If a guy was holding a bucket and said, "This is all we got," like, I would have just been like, "Okay," and just accepted my fate.
Get a good grip. It's coming out.
Yeah. Cover your face.
It'd be like in South Park whenever they're playing all those video games. Yeah, and he's like, I got diarrhea. I got a shit. The Cartman does. He's like, you can't leave. You're like doing magic missiles or whatever the fuck you're doing, whatever. They're playing WoW or something. He's like, all right, Mom, bathroom. He yells the intercom, Mom, bathroom. And she comes down the stairs with a bucket, and he just like drops trowel and sticks his ass out the back of the chair and goes, shit's everywhere. And she goes, oh, that's my big boy.
Yeah, you guys need to watch that clip. It's really disgusting, but in the best way.
That fucking show.
They get. I don't know how they get.
I still am baffled by how the stuff that they keep coming up with stuff that just is relevant and makes mockery of whatever's happening in the culture. It's just great.
It's good stuff.
Pisses everybody off. Makes fun of everybody. It's always funny. There's been very few South Park things I've seen episodes where I'm just like, that was dumb.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm on call as always. I feel like it's all the time. So
yeah,
if you're been listening to the show now for a while, this is
here's some clickety clacking. This is
it's me,
keyboard monkey mode.
Yeah. Yeah. So
who's got a problem now?
So you moved to Dixon and become or you worked already. Now you're like a cowboy.
Yeah, that's right.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You're like beer, pizza, cigarettes.
I'm getting acclimated.
Carhartt t-shirts.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, you'd be surprised. Dixon, it's a town just outside of Schnashville. It's kind of Dixon itself, like in downtown. It's kind of I don't want to disparage Dixon, but it's
easy.
It's not as southern. I don't know, backwoods as you imagine. Growing up, Dixon was down the road. It was a little bit more more country than Clarksville was, right?
Sure.
I would say a little more rural. Obviously, a lot better. It's more small town vibes, small town Southern America. Vibes going on, but it's actually kind of hipsterish a little bit. There's little boutiques and coffee shops, and people are skateboarding around, and
that's kind of cool.
There's yo-yo. There's some different colored hair going on. You know what I'm saying? You can picture it. It's like Asheville almost. You've been there, Asheville, North Carolina. It's kind of craft breweries popping up. So it's kind of got those vibes. So it's a little bit surprising. I think it's because of just proximity to Nashville. It's the more earthy types that don't want to live in Nashville. Yeah. They go out to Dixon or find their way that way in their migration west, but be close to Nashville.
So I know we haven't. I don't think I brought it up. I don't think I brought it last time we recorded. So like we mentioned before a couple of episodes ago, where I was going to a couple of episodes ago. That wow, did you hear that?
I know that was that Klingon?
I don't know what it was. Hold on. Remember I was telling you I was trying to catch up on nostalgic movies like 90s, just films we just had never seen, but other people have seen that I just, I watched Field of Dreams the first time.
It's okay.
It's not just okay. It's really awesome.
I don't like baseball.
I don't either. I don't give a shit about baseball, but that movie was awesome.
I know, reconciled with dad, blah, 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 whatever.
That's not the reaction all I thought I was going to get. If anything, now I'm actually, I need a cigarette. Like, I'm pissed.
I mean, I've seen it.
It's good.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, but that's not, the whole point is like, I just like, I feel like everybody's seen it except me. I love Kevin Costner for one. Mm-hmm. And by the way, shout out to his wife in that film. What a supportive lady. She was cool the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, a baseball field in the middle of effing
But she was cool. She's like, sure, let's do it. Like, there was no confrontation, no arguing.
I mean, she clearly was like, yeah, he's like having a moment.
But it's okay. She's like, let him totally work through it. It's totally cool. Right. Burn her savings up for a baseball field? Why not? Till that ghost shows up out of the bushes.
Yeah.
Then she's like, it's on.
Yeah.
I thought it was done really well. I think it's because it was just simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's an old school movie, It was good. It was a good story, had a good message and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I guess it's not for everybody.
It just didn't resonate with me, I suppose. Probably because of the whole baseball thing. I probably saw it when I was like 8 and I didn't give a fuck.
That's why. You can't appreciate it when you're 8. You don't give a shit about anything but Legos and whatever. Did you see the thing speaking of being a kid, did you see the trailer for the new Power Ranger special coming to Netflix? Mm-mm. What do you mean, no?
I mean, no.
Yeah, dude. They're bringing a 30-year back.
I know about that, but
they have a trailer.
I haven't seen the trailer.
Yeah, man. It's a real thing.
We'll have to check that out.
Boy, they look old. Oh, I don't think their mobility will be as good.
You probably won't. Hopefully, it's not them.
I don't know.
They're actually like stunt actors.
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, the guy who plays Jason, the Red Ranger, is coming to Clarksville. It's some kind of con.
That. Yeah, I posted about that. It's not until like. It's not until like October or some shit, or it's a while. It's July maybe.
I'm not going to go see him. I don't really care.
That would be kind of cool if I'm in the area already.
I'd have to already be free. Right, I wouldn't break an appointment.
Right, exactly. Like if I happen to be shopping, I was like, oh shit, yeah, he's here.
Hey man. Oh, speaking of people showing up, one of the owners of Black Rifle is coming to the store tomorrow. One of the founders, Matt Best, will be there tomorrow. They're doing a concert.
He's not the one that was like propositioning dudes to like fuck him or anything like that, right? The employees, the whole controversy with Black Rifle.
I don't know anything about that.
One of the dudes who was apparently like sexually harassing some male employees.
No, I don't know anything about that.
What?
I really don't. I promise. Like finger on the nose. I don't know what that is.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't.
All right.
Why is it every time I show up, somebody bashes shit I like?
You took that break from Instagram. You lost all moorings. Hold on a second.
It was a week and a half. Yeah, now people are getting molested.
That was like 8 news cycles ago now. At this point.
Okay, so is it relevant?
See, lawsuit. There it is. Boom. No, wait. I'm trying to find it. The fuck?
Wow. You're going to talk shit about it, now you can't find it.
Yeah, here it goes. Local Black Rifle Coffee Company owner is getting sued for harassment.
The owner?
Yep.
Evan Hafer?
Yeah, I think that was his name.
No, I'm not buying that. Read that to me, if you don't mind while I do this email.
Let me find it.
Yeah, you can't say all that and
then... fucking A. Let's see. Mr. Roper is the defendant. Trying to find the fucking... Damn.
I just don't see that.
Yeah, it was Mr. Hafer. Evan Hafer. We'll see what happened to that story, because I remember that was kind of a big deal.
It sounds like no one knows what's
going on. For a bit. I thought you knew about this, because I swear to God I posted about it in the group, and I thought you made a comment about it. Maybe it was Jacob. I'm trying to find the actual fucking news report here. Come on, man. RC Evan Hafer lawsuit, or let's just say harassment. Fucking Google, give me some shit here. Harassment lawsuit. Yeah, maybe it's because I hyphenated or abbreviated Black Rifle to BRCC.
Yeah,
that's the reason why.
Never mind. Just forget it.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna ruin your day. Come on, man. Did they just like memory hold this damn thing or what?
Because it's bullshit. That's why.
What is happening?
Well, anyways.
Male employee accuses Black Rifle Coffee CEO Evan Hafer of X-rated sexual harassment.
X-rated?
Yeah, I mean, like
what is G-rated harassment?
I'll find you.
Light ass tapping?
Spank me, daddy. That's I guess.
I think that should be PG.
That's PG. PG-13.
Yeah, you said daddy. It's
yeah,
PG.
Right. That's true. Right. Let's see. Let's see if I can find this. He's apparently also said a bunch of like vile shit too.
Okay, like first off, was it some like soft dude who's not used to getting picked at and played like the boys do, joking around and tried to get a little bit of that money?
Hold on, let me see if I can find one of the quotes that was going around. Damn, where the fuck? Sometimes these articles, you're like, I just get to the fucking point. YouTube. Come on. Yeah, dude, this is a whole, like, they, like, memed the shit out of this for, like, a week. It was great. Yeah, ex-employee of Black Rifle Coffee, Mr. Brandon Roper, is accusing BRC founder and CEO Evan Hafer of severe and disturbing sexual harassment practices. It says, filed a lawsuit saying that Evan Hafer, that he was asked to strip of his birthday suit during a company meeting.
I'm not buying that, dude.
Proposition him for butt sex.
No. Bullshit.
Why not?
I don't believe that. Come on, man. Why would someone jeopardize their entire company and their name? Like, I just don't. I'm not buying.
That's not a reason for that not to believe it. People do that shit all the time.
I don't know. So what's the dude
look
like?
They don't think they're going to get caught.
Right, but what's the dude look like? Is he like some fucking nerd that's like trying to get some money out of this?
Who knows?
Same thing when all these people get famous and these women come out of the woodworks. They're like, he raped me like 10 years ago. And then all of a sudden there's like 247 women come forward. Oh,
that was the other thing. The thing was apparently like the working relationship went real bad because like apparently this guy was hired on, Mr. Roper was hired on, and he beat Evan Hafer in some sort of shooting competition, and Hafer got butthurt about it. So that's when the harassment started. Yeah, so like here's actually some of the allegations from the actual lawsuit. So let's read some of these.
Sure, let's get deeper in this.
It's like on the this all started in like 2016. Blah blah blah. The shooting match. Yeah, it said Mr. Hafer he expressed his anger when Mr. Roper beat him in the competition. So he started being extremely hostile toward him. Hafer felt like his reputation as an excellent shooter among the military community was threatened.
He's a good shot.
Apparently, this dude beat his ass.
Fine, there's always a bigger fish.
Here's in 2016, Mr. Roper was forced to strip down to his underwear and participate in a marketing video where his image was digitally altered to look like he was naked. Mr. Roper was not given any opportunity to refuse to participate in this video, and he felt like he had he refused to participate, that he would have lost his job. In the video, he's asked to pretend to do sit-ups in a room with various other men who are allegedly having a hot dog party, quote. The video was meant to poke fun at homosexuals, and Mr. Roper participated in the video against his will and as a condition of his employment. Another allegation, the video has been seen by thousands of persons on the internet, much to Mr. Roper's embarrassment and humiliation. So apparently it was like released and he didn't think it was going to be. And then he in front of Mr. Roper and several other people in his office, Mr. Hafer, Evan Hafer, stripped down all his clothes and stood in front of Mr. Roper completely naked. Mr. Hafer acted as if he expected some sort of response out of Mr. Roper. Instead, Mr. Roper averted his eyes and tried to turn the conversation back to work. Several days later, Mr. Roper and Mr. Hafer were working alone in the conference room when Mr. Hafer turned to Mr. Roper and said, "Why don't we close that door and butt fuck the shit out of each other?" Mr. Roper rejected the sexual proposition, and the meeting continued in awkward tension. Of course,
man.
Why wouldn't it? Why was that? Why is that awkward? And then he's like, what else did he say here? After Mr. Roper had rejected Mr. Hafer's advances and failed to comment upon Mr. Hafer's nude body, Mr. Hafer became openly hostile. Yeah, dude.
I don't.
What is this one? It says, by approximately early September 2016, Mr. Hafer started calling Mr. Roper Mountain Jew.
So you're even laughing, you dick.
That's a derogatory term because he was one of the few Latter-day Saints in the office. Mountain Jew. That's funny. Fuck. Because he's a Mormon. That's what you call Mormons now? Mountain Jews.
Crunk would love that so much.
Oh, God. That's a derogatory term because he was one of the few. Yeah, okay. Mr. Hafer started being very mean and hateful toward Mr. Roper in front of other employees and blah, 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 blah.
So it sounds to me if he is at fault for all this, and
someone else was like Mountain Jew. What the fuck? I love that.
If it's all, so let me just say this because everyone assumes that like I secretly work for them just because I like their stuff. I just hype up things I like. They got good coffee, whatever. I think sometimes they got too big for their britches here lately and kind of do some other marketing, whatever. But I still like their stuff. I mean, but if that's all true, like the heinous details of some of that, like sure. But you're talking about a group. If you've seen any of their videos, they all goof around and act like a bunch of nut jobs, even with each other when they're not making a video for resale. Like they just constantly goof around and it's very man on man and it's hilarious. Sure. It's the same stupid shit we say to each other. Like, I've been in a room before with guys and been like, close the door. I'm like, maybe we should make out. Like, jokingly. They knew I wasn't serious.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If my boss literally said that to me, I would laugh so hard and be like, finally, you're going to act
I think
normal.
I said that to somebody last week.
It's hilarious.
So, like,
I just asked you if you're having trouble jerking off. Like,
right.
It just, you gotta know, like, and obviously they knew. He has to, more than likely the Mr. Roper guy's probably ex-military of some kind. If he's working that close with them, I mean, you're not going to be a normal barista and work with them that close. So, right. I don't know. Like, I feel for the dude if he was really worried about, like...
Is it a frivolous lawsuit? Maybe.
Is it going to stick? No.
Do I know? I don't know. But I haven't heard about it since.
To me, it sounds like someone's a little soft and didn't realize what they were getting into. I think it's hysterical. So I think it's funny.
Or, you know, the other things, or
it's for real, or it's legitimate.
Evan Hafer, maybe not everything. The thing is probably not all true. No. There's probably some truth to it.
Him being naked in his office, I could probably see him doing that.
There's probably some truth to it. And the part of it that I probably believe the most is not necessarily the, like, stripping down naked and be like, hey, we should butt fuck. But you know what? The parts that I do believe, him calling him a Mountain Jew, first of all, because that's clever. That's hilarious.
Yes.
And then, number one, him getting all butt hurt because he got beat in a shooting competition.
I'm a sore loser.
And then start being a piece of shit because you're the boss and start shitting all over your employees because you're like, you know, he beat you and you get embarrassed.
I can see that.
I could see that 100%.
I can see that.
Right? You know, because he's probably like overly macho, and especially in certain environments.
Well, he's short. He's not a big man. I've met him.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he's like, you know, if he does have some shooting skill. And he talks a big game, and then somebody comes in there and shows out and makes him look kind of foolish, maybe. And then he's like, first of all, you're an idiot. Why the fuck would you do that to the CEO? Why would you do that to your boss if you didn't, like, you just came in and have a shooting competition? Let your boss win. Come on, what the fuck?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you're talking about SF guys. Like, sorry.
You know what I mean?
It's
like, that was kind of dumb of him to do.
Put him that stuff. I could see him doing all that jokingly, not serious. Because I spent almost 2 hours talking to his dad. Yeah. I mean, his dad's a great dude. And then I met Evan for a few minutes.
Since you guys are boys, you should ask him about it next time you see him.
We're not boys. We've talked. We've literally said, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Like, hey, I talked to your dad for a while.
You want a butt fuck?
And what's funny is when I said, hey, I met your dad, I said, great dude. And he was like, he's a piece of shit. And I was like, he's actually a really nice guy. But he said the same thing about you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I talked to his dad for a long time. But no, like, you know, I've talked about it on the show before. I've met all of them. But you watch any of their content, man. It's just a bunch of bros. I mean, that's all it is. Sure. Like, so there's going to be some ass grabbing and some gay references, and it's funny as shit. I'm sorry.
I'm not as
you should have seen.
I'm not as invested as you are. I prefer the even if this is a lie, I prefer this is the truth because it's
You should have seen their stuff they used to do before they got real big. They used to make fun of Starbucks and gay people buying guns, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So, but I miss being able to play around at work and act silly and say stuff. You can't do shit anymore.
I do that now. It's great.
I don't.
It's great.
No.
You would fit right in.
I know.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I had someone actually ask me yesterday if I had did I wake up and have a clown for breakfast because of all my jokes I'm making, and I was like, now I want to just swallow glass.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, someone asked me yesterday, and I was like, I just want to leave.
Wait, say that again.
Yeah.
What did they say?
If I'd eaten a clown for breakfast with all the jokes that I was making.
God.
Yeah.
That's almost as bad as like, it looks like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
I literally want to just drive a stake through someone's heart when they say that. A case of the Mondays?
My God. Yeah, we don't do none of that shit.
No.
Yeah, it's quite fun.
I miss bullying and playing.
We need more bullying. There was somebody.
Really
There's a dude I started following. You've probably seen him in some videos. Duke Gomez. You ever follow him on Instagram? He's like, I think he's from like Queens or some shit. He's definitely a New Yorker. And he has like reaction videos and stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a really thick like New York accent.
Let me look him up.
Look him up, Duke Gomez. Where he's got this whole like thing where he starts selling shirts now. It was like, it's basically like bring back bullying, like bully more. Because they'll be like a video of Dylan Mulvaney prancing around in his jockstrap or whatever the fuck. And then he'll comment about it, right?
Did you say a jock? He's never been in a jockstrap. He's Duke Gomez?
Yeah, Duke Gomez.
Backwards cap like I wear?
Yeah, yep.
Here he is.
Yeah, dude.
Let me look at this one.
Play a video.
All the ways. Wake him up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. There you go.
Before he leaves out the door.
This lady's full of shit.
I know.
I got a comment about this, too. Hold on. Just so you guys know, this is a brunette, attractive woman.
Talking about how many times she gets her man off.
Six, 7 times a day.
He's getting fed. He is getting another nut and one.
Holy
His
nuts,
reaction.
McGee. By the end of the day, that guy's going to start shooting fucking baby powder. Where exactly do I sign up for this? Because, don't ask. I got fucking problems, man.
Anyway.
He does reaction videos.
I need to follow him. He sounds funny. So I showed Kylie that video, and I was like, look at this chick. And she said, Kylie was like, she looked at me and she was like, she's like, what dude would just not be just physically exhausted by the end of the day?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I don't have 6 in me.
No.
It's just,
I don't think I could get it up after 4.
4, like maybe 3.
You spread it. You got to spread it around. No, yeah, you can't stack them up.
It's got no.
Well, and her outro thing was like she's like stacking them up too close together. It was like,
dude, no,
basically
no
like 2 in the morning. Like,
yeah.
no, I'm sorry.
So first off, she was like, he gets up and like, first off, I'm
Gets up
a
and
little
nuts.
grumpy in the morning, right? I'm not like.
Yeah, it was like, first of all, there's a difference between like erection wood and morning wood.
There's a big difference.
Like
morning wood is
wood-
because I have to pee.
Right, mornings wood.
Sorry,
I have to pee.
it's
It's
the dude's
just
gotta go.
right. It is morning wood is not ready for its purpose.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's in neutral.
It's yes,
And it's locked up.
it is just a systems check, and also I have to pee.
I also have to pee.
Right.
Yep.
There's no sexual situation going on with morning wood.
It's not a prime bubble.
When a morning wood occurs, my
Yeah.
dick is not a sexual organ at that point.
Nope. It's just a kickstand.
It's just a kickstand.
It's my kickstand.
I gotta pee.
Yeah. So I get up, sword drawn, right over. But then she's like, he wakes up, I give it, he gets a nut. I'm like, I don't think there's some. And then she's like, before breakfast, gets another one. I'm like, I have my breakfast pretty quick some days, depending on whatever's going on.
Sometimes I'm in the move. Is she like blowing him under the table
I
while
don't
he's
think
eating
so.
some eggs?
I think these
Like,
are
what's
just, I don't
happening?
know. Well, they don't go into context of what she's doing. But then when she's like, gets home, sometimes 2 more. I'm like, her part-time job. And I'm like, first off, eventually, if that went on for several days, I'd be like, I'm not going to leave you, and I'm not going to cheat on you because I don't have any energy left in me.
I think that's the point.
We just keep the dog just drained.
I think
I'm
that's
like,
the point.
dude. Do you know, like
You see that?
it wasn't even sexy. I'm like, this is terrible.
You see that meme of it's from Avengers in Endgame where they bust in on Thanos where he's like a farmer after he like snapped everybody away. They bust in on him in his shack and they're gonna like kill him. And Captain Marvel with Stoneface Larson, is like got him in a chokehold behind him. Like she's behind him and she's got him wrapped around the neck.
Yeah.
And he's all like in pain, like, and he's all scarred on his face. And she just like has no emotion whatsoever. And the caption is like, my girlfriend jerking me off before I go to work so I have no energy to cheat.
Have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
They do them like that. Have you seen those?
Dude,
That's some wild stuff.
It's nuts.
As soon as I saw that picture, I was like, I've seen that. Not with those two in the cast, but I've seen those two.
Yeah. Oh God, that's so funny.
Yeah, I've seen that occur.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I thought that game show in Japan or whatever the fuck it was, where dude's trying to
It's karaoke with a handy.
He's trying to sing a karaoke song, like whatever the fuck it is. Except there's a girl like staring him right in his face, like right on his shoulder, just like staring him in the face, and then she's jerking him off.
Are we sure it's what she's doing?
I'm
it looks like
sure.
it.
100%.
Dude.
She's jerking him off.
Yeah, because the one girl was rubbing his ears too. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right, blowing his ears. Like he's trying to sing a song.
I can't get down like that in front of a crowd.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Japanese are
I would
weird.
actually, just to watch that happen to one of my friends would be hysterical.
You would die of laughter.
Oh, dude. It's like, there's no way I'd get up there and they'd be like, okay. Well, I don't know why I said it like that because it's a Korean show. Here we go. Like, but dude.
What was it, Korean Mario? Here we go.
Did I say it like that? I did say it like that. Well, it's for the movies coming out.
Yeah.
A different film. But anyways, I saw that and I was like, this cannot be real. And it looks real. Yeah. Those dudes got through that song pretty good.
Yeah, he did well. He did well, for sure.
They're a pretty sexual country, I feel
They
like.
are from what I gather, and I watch anime.
Because don't they have one of those robots that will like milk you?
Oh, I'm sure.
As a
they
dude?
have it's like a
milk station?
like a public machine, like a vending machine, except you stick your cock in it.
Would you try it?
Yes.
My thing is, I don't know how involved you could get because I want to put my arms around it or get comfortable, depending on how long it takes. But I don't want my pants to actually come down.
Fall in love with a jukebox.
No, I want to fall in love with it. But sometimes you get the phantom pumps on it. And you forget where you are. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
In the middle of a
you
busy
close
subway.
your eyes and you go. Oh, you forget you're standing in the middle of the street.
Then you realize
off by a jukebox.
That's what I'm saying. My thing would be it would malfunction. The first time I tried it would malfunction, it would lock up.
Yes.
And then someone had to come get me.
100%. That would be it would clamp down.
I don't want to be on TMZ.
Sparks are coming out and my cock is on fire.
Yeah, my ass hair is singed. It's just.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
They got to amputate. That would be my fear. 100%. I would never.
Hey, man. I would
never have sexual relations with a mechanical, anything robot because of the mechanical failure. Right?
Yeah, dude. That's like that movie. Have you seen that movie? Speaking of robots and sexual acts, have you seen that movie Wifelike? Or heard of it? Yeah, dude, gets an android that looks like his wife. She's like a total smoke show. Apparently he
that sounds familiar. Was that on Netflix?
No, I think it's a Hulu thing. It was a movie that tanked.
Okay.
But there's this particular scene. Of course, the woman's beautiful. Let's be real. You're not going to have an ugly robot.
Right.
But
it's not there's like Wall-E.
No, there's a particular or a Furby. There's a particular scene where she's they
some
hook
people
up.
are into that.
They hook up, and I'm just like, I don't know. I just they make all those dolls and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, geez, man.
Yeah, dude. The doll thing. There's the show Dave on FX. He has one of those that he keeps in his closet. He covered it with a pile of clothes, and he'll pull that thing out. It's all loose, has no bones.
I've never
it's
seen
all
one.
rubbery. He just throws this thing up on the bed, has his way with it, and then he's done. He just chucks it into the closet. It's so weird. It's so weird.
I've never watched that show.
You should watch that show. It's really funny.
Jacob said it was good.
It's really funny. There's parts of it that Dave, who what's the guy? His name is what's his last name?
You talking about the rapper?
Yeah, the rapper, white rapper. He's a comedy rapper. He's basically like Weird Al.
He does a good job.
He's
a solid rapper.
If he was a rapper, and but he also sometimes he gets a little woke. Sometimes he does seem to be that way. And then also
Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky. Dave Bird, I think is his actual name.
I don't know.
But anyway, he so it gets a little woke sometimes, and also there's some also stuff that I don't resonate with, within the rap culture or whatever.
You're not into rap. You're not really into music.
Not really into music. So I'm a weirdo. But it's really funny. I appreciate dick jokes and awkward sexual tension. I love that. It's so funny. So it's definitely worth a watch. I think season 3 comes out like soon. Like
what is it?
Season 3 comes out like pretty soon. I want to say, let me look this shit up because I
don't
need
know.
to watch it.
Right now, there's a shortage of love movies I've been watching. Like the coming of age. There's been a real lack of those lately.
Actually, yeah, Dave, season 3 is going on right now. I need to watch that shit.
Have you watched Love Is Blind? Have you watched this show?
I don't watch that crap.
Dude, it's good. Watch it. Just watch one episode. You're not doing anything anyway.
I'm not watching it.
Just watch one. It's a train wreck that you can't turn away from.
I can't muster.
It's hilarious.
I know that I'll end up getting hooked onto reality TV, but it's just like junk food. It's junk TV. You'll forget about it. It's not going to resonate with you. It's just garbage.
No, it's hilarious.
I know. It's
taking a break off of.
I would
regular
prefer to
shit.
watch clips of it. I don't want to get invested in the reality. Last time I watched what was the last reality TV show I watched? I can't even.
It's probably one we talked about together, wasn't it?
Maybe it was like a bachelor or a bachelorette just because the girl was hot, or there was a girl on there that I was like, oh fuck, and I had to watch it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think maybe literally the last time I watched one, it was years ago. I'm just not into that. Not into reality TV.
Yeah.
At all.
So I just turned it on.
So if you tell me I'm going to watch it, so I should watch it, it's not going to happen.
I turned it on one night, just check it out with Kylie, and we were watching it, and it's just like nuts. I mean, it really is. Because I used to watch Married at First Sight.
I saw the first season of
I
that.
love that show. And then this Love Is Blind thing is just getting out of hand. It's crazy.
Oh, you were also hot and heavy into Teen Mom, too.
I was. I'm not anymore. I was. And I got into Toddlers and Tiaras with Kylie whenever she was pregnant. No, broke her neck.
Yeah.
I think it was when she broke her neck. I don't remember.
I don't know.
One of those two. Anyways.
Is that the one?
That's
when Honey Boo Boo came along?
Yeah. So she was watching one day and I walked by and I was like, what is this? And she told me, I was like, yeah, it looks all right. It's one of the things where you'll come back and you'll be like, what's going on with this chick's mom? And you'll come back and be like, this bitch is crazy. And then I'm 5 seasons in and I'm talking about like cupcakes, hands, and like it's fucking into it, dude.
I think as far as reality, like I did get caught up in some of the more bigger cultural ones, like
Teen Mom was
like
tight.
I know I never got into Teen Mom just because I'm just like, you're dumb. I don't care.
The whole thing is dumb.
It's dumb. But some of them I'm like, well, this is a view into a area of Americana, culture that I'm probably never going to witness in real life. So this kind of gives me a window into that world.
Yeah.
So like one of them, as an example, is Jersey Shore. When that came on, that was a fucking phenomenon. Everybody was watching it because they were so foreign to most people. You know what I'm saying?
It was like a whole other world.
The whole Guido.
Yeah.
Jersey Shore culture, Jim Tan Laundry and Cabs Ahead and all that.
I never got into
that. That was wild, right?
I watched The Real World.
Yeah, and people watch The Real World. That stuff where it's just like, I'm not into that as much. The competition things seem kind of fun, but whatever. I'd rather watch like an actual like athletic competition to watch obstacle racing, or instead of people like hitting each other with foam bats on a fucking seesaw or whatever the fuck they do in these competition
the
things.
Q-tip.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm just not into that kind of stuff. And then the other ones, like I think I've seen a few episodes, not a full season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, because that was kind of also one of those insight into a lifestyle or culture that I don't understand, that I would never be a part of.
Yeah.
And so that sometimes you just out of curiosity be like, what's this world like? And so you watch those, but I never stick around. Like I don't even think I watched all the seasons of Jersey Shore.
No.
Right. And then when it comes to like the reality show competition type stuff, like on the dating, because there's like a bajillion reality TV show dating things. There's a bajillion of different ones. Love Is Blind is just the latest one. There's one that's like, it's like Cougar Island and then fucking Paradise Island.
Oh, that one's weird,
and
man.
then Trash Island.
That girl walks out, she's like, I'm 68 and horny all the time.
Right.
And I'm like, do what? And also it was like, I like men, like, and then of course it was like a 20-year-old kid. And I'm like, this is the fuck.
Well, it's like, they should just have, the next reality show should just be honest. Watch strangers fuck. Like, that's pretty much what it
Brought
is.
Brought to you by
Tampax.
Yeah, and ARP. There's also that new documentary on Netflix for the Pornhub documentary. Did you watch it?
Mm-mm.
I started it.
No.
Some wild shit.
There was one reality show, the competition that I watched. I did watch one of the Bachelor, Bachelorette
was it
combos.
Was it Room Raiders?
No, I did watch one Bachelor. I think it started with Bachelor, and there were some girls in there that were hot. And then whenever it came around, one of the ones that lost then became the Bachelorette, and so I watched that one just because she was in it. And so I watched a back-to-back Bachelorette seasons, and then that was it. That's the only time I watched it. But the one that I did see that was like a one-off that was really interesting that I thought I got more involved because the audience was trying to figure out who was who. Yeah. But it was one, I cannot remember the name of it. I think it was Going Straight or something, but it basically was like the Bachelorette. It was a girl. And she was being courted by, 20 dudes. Right? Dudes. But here's the rub is some of them were gay.
Here we go.
Right?
Yeah.
But you didn't know who. And she didn't know who. Nobody knew who.
That's the hook.
That's the hook.
That's the hook.
And so what the competition is if she got down to pick the last guy and he was straight, they both win like $1 million. We'll just say, I don't remember what the amounts were, but say it was $1 million.
Yeah.
So they could split it. She gets $500K, he gets $500K. But if she gets down to the last pick and she ends up picking one of the dudes that was gay, then he gets $500,000. He gets all the money. She gets nothing, right? And so that was basically the premise of the show, right? And then if it got down to the last two, and I'm pretty sure she ended up picking a straight dude, but number 2 was a gay dude, and she didn't know the entire time.
Well, there's one where
that's kind of funny.
There's one where the Bachelor won, and he ended up being gay. But that wasn't the thing. Yeah. I laughed so hard because I was thinking
you stupid bitch.
She made out with this dude and stuff, and he's like, oh my god.
He probably just had a cock in his mouth.
By the way, we both like dick.
Right, exactly. Yeah. We have a lot in common, more than you think.
That's why we got along so well. Right. That's when they interview her, and she's like, I don't know, I thought things were great, but he ended up started using my makeup, and then we shopped a lot, and there was some weird things, and then
oh my god,
no, which I can't say shit. I like to shop too. Have you seen these gay dudes that are on Instagram? They they're allowed on Instagram, by the way. Yeah, no, I'm not. Hold on.
What kind of gay dudes?
No, I like it when they're really over the top flamboyant because it makes me laugh.
I don't. I hate it.
Oh, it's so funny. Excuse me. I sent this to Kylie yesterday, and I laughed so hard because it's just so over the top and ridiculous. I'm going to share it. Look at this.
Keys orders! Hey, besties, it's Dakota. I got a Taki meat stick because it's my favorite. For to drink, a Diet Dr. Pepper, a nut sampler, a taco, and a bag of chili limon cheese curls.
Hey, it's Jackson. You smell that? That's my bussy fudge. And I got a brisket sandwich, and I'm washing it down with a Diet Dr. Pepper.
He's wearing a full-on
Benson, and for to drink, I have
this dude is
cherry limeade slushy. And I think we've come to the conclusion that I just like to shop no matter where it is. I've got me some bussy nuggets. I've got some.
By the way, people, this is Buc-ee's, that big ass gas station.
Fruity Rice Krispie treat because I'm a little fruity. I've got some lemon crisp. I've got a chopped brisket sandwich. Some tater salad.
That fucking sounds good, man.
Of honey butter.
Bro.
It's Brandon. I've got the pulled pork barbecue sandwich, chocolate chip cookie dough bites, and a strawberry lemonade.
Buc-ee's orders!
Hey, besides dick in the butt, I would hang out. They got a good choice in food. That palate is cleansed. Did you see that shit?
You can go get that stuff if you want.
Yeah, but would it be as much fun? They're not. I like how all of them were super cleaned up. Everyone's beards were perfect.
I do like how they call it bussies.
Bussy nuggets. That shit is so funny. I don't know. If you're gonna do it,
I'm just not thinking bussy nuggets.
I say that at home.
Yeah,
I'll tell Kyle I go to the shower and clean my bussy. The fuck? I'm like, sorry, it's funny. It's funny. Funny is funny, people.
It is funny.
Laugh. It's supposed to be funny.
That is a funny
Those guys are doing that because it's hilarious.
That is a funny word.
I like how you had a Louis Vuitton on the dash.
Yeah, that bussy is a funny word.
I haven't been to a Buc-ee's. Have you been to one?
No. I appreciate the comedic value of the
dude,
bussy.
it's hilarious. No, but I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
No, apparently
it's supposed to be the shit.
I've heard different things. I've heard some people that are like, it's all right.
Here comes your negativity, just like Field of Dreams. It's just Field of shit.
Hey, this is their opinion, not mine. I'm just relaying it.
Anyways, I heard it's dope. But it's just a big ass gas station,
That's
like mixed with a Cracker Barrel. Because apparently there's
right.
My dad drove by one and said, literally, it is the craziest shit.
Speaking of Cracker Barrel, you know they serve alcohol now.
When did this happen?
Apparently,
I just went to dinner 2 weeks ago to Cracker Barrel for dinner. Do you know you can go there and we got 2 full meals for $24?
Yeah, dude, it's awesome.
Full meals. I got a hamburger steak with my greens on the side.
All the fixins.
All the fixins, right?
Yeah.
And $24.
Apparently, you can get a beer there.
I wanted to pay more.
They got. I think they have. I know they got a selection of beers.
I don't know why we're not there right now.
They have some, well alcohols as well.
I'll be honest with you. So you're telling me I can go there and get Mama's or Grandma's pancakes?
Yes.
Or Mama's? Is it Mama's or Grandma? It's one of the ladies' pancakes.
Right.
And a beer.
Yeah. I don't know if it's for breakfast, but
you can have breakfast food at night.
That's true.
Don't play around.
Yeah, you can have some fried chicken with some dumplings.
And a
Coors Light.
Coors Light. Not a Bud Light. They ain't fucking around a Cracker Barrel.
They don't. No, do Bud Light.
They'll throw you in that fireplace.
Yeah, 100%. We found one.
He's in here. He's alive.
He ordered the Bud Light. We got one.
He's by the checkerboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Cracker Barrel.
What was that? That was a movie that was like that.
What, Checkerboard?
Where they were playing some song in the jukebox, and it was like some super gay song. It was like ABBA or something like that. And they were like, we don't really play that song around here. And he's like, well, why do you have it in the jukebox? It's for profiling.
Yeah, so we also have the Pet Shop Boys and Seal.
And Seal, right?
Yeah, that was Talladega Nights.
It was Talladega Nights. That was it. Yeah.
Hey, turn that off.
Turn that off.
Yeah, it was jazz, flute. It was something.
Whatever it was. Yeah,
gosh,
it's like super gay. Yeah.
Yep. That was the two dudes where he's like, through their horses who were also gay.
Yeah, they raised championship horses who were also gay.
Oh, shit. That's great.
Fucking A.
It's nuts.
Yeah, we got to started off this episode with some gayness, and we just can't seem to get off it.
Oh, because it's funny. Funny is funny, man. It's hilarious. It's the best.
Yeah. But what else has been going on this week? We're still going to try to go see Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, and I want to see Air with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that'd be fun to see. Too. But movies like that, I feel like I can wait.
I can't. Yeah. I'd rather see Dungeons and Dragons in a big theater for sure.
Yeah. I would rather. I'd like to see more action packed type stuff on the big screen. Like I don't need to see a drama.
Where
on the big screen.
Where are we at on your tattoo status? I think that's kind of a big deal.
I don't know.
You need to pick a month.
I know.
So we can book it.
Well,
because you
kind of had an important life event kind of happen.
You need to have a date because if you don't, you won't do it. Because I know how you are. Like you'll if I put a date, I'm like, we're going this date. You'll have one. Probably. No, not probably. You will. I know you.
Well, yeah, but I also know that I'll find some. If the deadline is too close.
No.
Because I procrastinate. So if the deadline's too close, and I procrastinate. When it comes like the day before the due date, I'll find some. So
let's do this.
Find some.
Hear me out on this one. So I'll get one for my birthday.
I can't make plans.
I'll get another one for my birthday next month, and then I'll probably end up taking the summer off, and then I fire back up in the fall and winter time.
Okay,
that's my heavy months to get tattooed. I usually get probably 2 or 3 that month each month. But if you want to make it for towards the winter months, like December, it can be all the way that far out.
Yeah.
And you can do that. That way it'll be cold. You won't be at the summer. It won't be outside. It'll be easier to heal up. And I think that'll give you plenty of time.
When you get into cold weather.
Exactly. That's the best time to get tattooed is during the cold months. I don't care what anybody says. If they say otherwise, they're fucking lying.
Okay. We'll do that then. So we're shooting for a fall release. Okay.
Fall. That's a winter release. What do you mean?
Fall release.
Fall release of what?
Me getting a tattoo.
Oh, I said December. Is that fall?
Early December.
Okay. We'll just call it middle of fall. Does that make sense?
I think if you say fall, that's Q4. So it's anywhere from October.
That's fine. Whatever.
To December.
Either way, I want you to get one.
Okay.
Did you decide if y'all are going to Vegas in October?
Yeah, it's happening. I'm going.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I already talked to him about it. I might be the only one going, but I'm going.
This is big. Because we're going into this experienced.
Yeah. Vegas part 2. Yeah.
Because I was a worker.
Are we going to just, try some new adventures or just relive
Both.
Same adventure. Both.
Okay. I'm going to try some new stuff.
Okay.
We'll have more time. I'm probably going to go early if you want to join me, if you have the time.
Maybe.
I'm telling like a day or two. I want to make it a full, because the conference is almost a week. I want to stay a whole week.
Yeah, is it beginning of the week or end of the week? It's in the middle of the week.
I'm going.
Right? So
I'm staying.
Well, I mean, I could just extend it on the weekend. If it's already on a weekend, I'll extend it.
We need to
but I'm not going to. I probably won't take extra days.
But
so I have to figure out how that stacks.
I made a comment to a group when I found out you were going. I walked in and I was like, "Guess what, guys? We're taking the city." And they're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "He's going." And then I walked out. I got the craziest looks. And I was like, "It's happening. Round 2. We're going back." Yeah, dude.
I'm assuming you're not going by yourself. Somebody else going too?
Yeah, but
okay. You got the same name.
Yeah, it's fine.
We can talk about it later.
I know that you're going.
Yeah,
I'm going. So really, and then that's
I'm trying to get the whole squad to go.
I don't care
my group,
who you bring,
but I know I'm going. I think I got an idea of George probably go.
I'm actually the closer I get.
I know probably at least us.
The closer I get to it, I will become more and more amped, and then you won't be able to contain me on that plane. Like I will be until the descent, and then I'll think I'm dying,
and then and
I will die.
Skull's on fire.
Yeah,
yeah.
Which I will try to figure out something with that because I'll have to.
Actually, speaking of
descending into
relaxation adventures here.
Okay.
Lounges and gentlemen clubs and whatnot. I was turned on to a.
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
I was turned on to something, some information recently.
Okay.
That I was like, no way. There's no way.
Okay, this is about to go ahead. I'm excited.
So apparently there are, and look, I'm not naive. I'm sure there were. I just didn't know they actually had a name and people knew of this stuff.
So
but there are straight up brothels in Nashville.
Oh, you're talking about where you go and
straight up
sex?
Straight up.
Now, is this one of them things where it's like a speakeasy where it's like, here's this card, go at this time, knock on the door 3 times and say pigeon?
Maybe not quite that much. It's I think they ride the legal fence.
Let me ask you this on that same note. Would you do it?
I've thought about this before. So when I was in the Navy,
that's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you at all.
I had the chance to go to one. It was in Chinatown in Chicago.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Right, but I think that was what turned me off on it. I was just like, I don't know, this seems skeevy and kind of
okay. I'm talking about one in Nashville.
If it was like a high class situation, given the circumstances, have a little few drinky drinks.
I wish you'd hurry up and say yes.
I'm not going to rule it out. Anything's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know the future.
Right.
I can't predict these things.
I can predict it if you were there because I would be instigating. I would be the greatest hype man of all time.
100%.
I would probably
because you can't partake. So
I would probably pay for it for you.
100%.
I'd be like, he's going to say no, but he doesn't mean it.
I know. I do appreciate that all my taken friends like to live vicariously through me.
Oh, it's
but
not.
I have zero game.
Well,
and I don't go out that much.
It's not. It's not living. I will say this. It's not living vicariously because I've been called everybody's hype man. It's just pure excitement and joy. And I know how awesome it would be. It would make a great story. So I would just be the more hyping.
You know what? My excitement and joy.
Yeah,
we're not going to be in the room watching it happen.
I'd be just so hyped that it's happening, even though I don't see any of it, of course. But just to know that I instigated that activity would be the greatest thing.
I got you.
I would be so just tickled to death.
I got you.
It'd be awesome.
Well, that's like when I took you to the magical palace.
Yep.
And
not a brothel, everybody.
No, it wasn't a brothel.
If you haven't heard this whole story, go back and listen to the Vegas episode. You'll get a little more insight.
Yeah. But
no, so I did find out also that when we're going in October, the pools will be open and it will be hot enough still to swim. So this time differently, I will be spending at least half a day at the pool. For real this time, not sitting in my jeans and polo. I'll be.
So that was one thing that I wanted to have that visual when we went to Vegas the first time because I'd seen it in all the movies. Is the ginormous fucking pool out front of the hotels.
Yeah.
And there's just hotness everywhere.
There was.
Right? There was some.
Well,
but I was picturing like because when we went, it was too early in the year or whatever. It wasn't.
We went in May.
Yeah, was it May?
It was May because my birthday was the week before we went.
I know what it was. It's because the NFL draft had just happened, so that place emptied out. Yeah, that place emptied out afterwards.
Because our Uber driver said it was insane.
He said it was nuts. So if we would have been there at the height of like that hysteria.
Gosh.
I would have gotten that, and it was also windy as shit, so there wasn't as many people out because it was cooler. That's the thing is it was May, but it was actually the temperature dropped because it was so windy.
Well, I'll be in there this year,
so I would still like to get that visual, like where I think it's in front of Caesar's Palace.
Oh yes,
it's in front of Caesar's Palace, but it has that huge like pool area.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Caesar's Palace.
That wasn't a pool area. There's when we went and toured the pool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Either way, we need to go to. The hotel I want to go to that we missed was the Venetian. We didn't go there. Mm-hmm. They've got a huge.
And we actually never went all the way down to the Mandalay Bay too, where they had that shooting.
We'll get there. We're experienced this time, and we'll be in a different hotel as well. We'll be in the wind.
First of all, we're not walking everywhere like we did last time.
It doesn't bother me to walk.
That sucked ass.
It don't bother me to walk.
I hate it.
You got time to get ready. Get your Skechers shape up. Let's fucking get it. Let's get it.
Fuck that, man. I'm gonna get a damn Segway.
It's all adrenaline, man.
Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that walking again. That sucks.
Because you'd walk like 2 miles after shit.
Yeah, 100%.
You're like a cocker spaniel.
I ever tell you about my New York trip where we had to like shit every 2 blocks?
Yeah, I remember.
I don't even understand why we did that. And the thing it had to have been something else going on because it wasn't just me.
Oh yeah, no.
All my other guy friends.
Traveler's diarrhea.
That's what it was. We all had to do this shit like every 2 blocks. Maybe they were like every 4 blocks. I had to shit every 2 blocks.
God.
And it didn't affect the women. They were like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. I did that to my daughter the other day. She was going to the bathroom. Dad, did you come wipe me? I said, no, you know how to do it. I said, did you do it first? No. You do it first, and I'll check you if you've got a mess, whatever. It's just part of it. All of a sudden, she's like, ugh. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to come help me wipe next time I go? No. Okay, then. Just do it. Because I told her one day, I said, you know that. I said, what are you going to do when you go to somebody's house and stay the night? You going to have their parents come help you wipe? No. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
I remember growing up, I had some cousins that were like that, and they were way too old to be asking for
those are your cousins?
Wipe assistance.
Now, okay, on that, I'm glad you brought this up. Not that I've been thinking about it, but this is funny. So, you said that, how old were they? Like,
I couldn't tell you.
Just
I'm
guess.
terrible with ages.
Just guess.
I don't know. How old was I? Probably they were probably
31.
No, 7.
Okay, that's
7.
They're still getting
8.
assistance. I mean, 7.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
All right.
I'm sorry. I feel like that is way too old.
So, anyways, speaking of weird things, when you go to my house, I had some friends of mine from school, and I'm not going to say any names, but I went to their house, and I think they were like 17, 18 maybe. I think I was 16, a couple years older than me. So I went over to their house, really nice guys. We were leaving, and they were telling their mom bye. And I was like, all right. Well, then they like lean in and say bye, and they kiss their mom on the mouth. Like not, I was like, what? And then both of them, and it was like, it wasn't a quick thing. And I was just like, oh. And like, as I got home, I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Kissing family?
Yeah, but like, I mean, you're almost 18-year-old, like, man. Like, is that a thing? Is that a thing? Do y'all do that?
No.
I don't either. That shit stopped.
Yeah. We don't even hug. No. But that's a thing that apparently is, like, have you ever seen pictures or videos of, like, Joe Biden, like, full-on making out with his daughters?
No, I don't.
And granddaughters?
No, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, like, full, it happened, like, or how about Tom Brady having a fucking make-out sesh with his sons? I'm not kidding.
I don't know anything about
You ever seen this shit?
No, I don't want to.
You gotta see this shit. It's
That's
fucking
weird.
wild. Yeah, but all the jokes.
Why am I missing everything?
I don't know.
Did everything unfold while I was off Instagram for a week and a half?
This is a known thing.
Shit.
Well, you're not this plugged into the sports world as I am.
Yeah, apparently it's gotten real weird. That's why I'm not in it.
I'm going to enlighten you here. Tom Brady. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get on the list if I try to Google this. Tom Brady makes out with son.
You better be careful. You get down a rabbit hole you don't want to be a part of. Tom Brady makes out with son.
I don't know how to
Don't put stepson, because you know what you'll get. Be some dude dressed up like Tom Brady.
Look at that one. He's got him by the back of the skull like the Predator.
No. Ew.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know about this.
Weird kissing family.
I don't know about this. I don't know about this. This is getting...
Yeah, dude, that one right there where he's like laying on the table and he's like full on 12 years old, comes over. He's like, hey, give me a kiss, son.
Let me start by saying this. I'm sure it's innocent.
Oh, yeah, it is innocent.
But it doesn't look good.
It's weird.
Like, especially this, you can't fake...
Every family's got their thing,
like,
but I'm sorry.
You can't fake this kind of passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's getting macking his dad.
Is that his dad?
Yeah.
Dude, that's a full... I don't kiss my wife like that. Like, this is some real...
I know, right?
Is this like overly broing it out? Is this real?
Yeah, he does. He mouth kisses. Now I think that's Coach Belichick. I don't think he actually.
This is how he wins so many rings, is because he kisses dudes
and absorbs all their power.
Look, he kisses dudes like that, and this is his wife that he's disgusted by.
That he divorced, right? Exactly.
This is it, dude. This is. I mean, I didn't know that. That's some. I don't know. I'm just. We're not that kind of family.
Like if Giselle would have transitioned into a man, they'd probably still be together.
Oh fuck! You didn't mean that.
Yeah, dude. This one, this one cracks me up. Where he's like full on.
What is the
grasps him by the back of the
predator
skull?
What is that? He's a child? Yeah, that's weird, dude.
It is weird. It's a little much. Like, I know every family's got their thing, but I'm sorry. I'm holding a position.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm dying on this hill. If you're a mouth kissing family, you're weird.
You're weird. It's Mormons. It's probably a Mountain Jew.
Mountain Jews.
So, speaking of Mountain Jews, I had a dude.
Mountain Jews.
No, Mountain Jews. So I had a dude cut me off. Or no, so I was
Mountain Jews, Baja Blast.
Yeah, I was going in the school zone. It's 20, right?
Yeah.
Tell me an asshole. 21, 22, 25 tops. Okay, I get it.
Where's the 20?
School zones.
Oh, yeah, school zones. Yeah, 100% 20. Right, yeah.
I turned out, I was getting the school zone. Well, here comes some hot shot in a Challenger, bobbing and weaving to get into the car line, right? So he gets in the turn lane to go to Barksdale.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's 30 minutes before they let you in. You have to wait in line when you get up there. Mm-hmm. So I was already having a rough morning. I was already pissed. I'm like, fuck this dude. Of course, I'm like...
Till a normal morning.
So I get up, I'm like, cool. I get to park next to him. I was like, I can't wait. So I go to roll the window down. I pull up, and there he is in a V6 Challenger. That's why he's mad. Mm-hmm. I look in. He's playing puppets with his overweight son. So I was like, rolling him up. Now I know why you're fucking mad. Yeah, dude. So they're
on the way to school, he's playing puppets?
When they were parked in the car line.
Right. But obviously, so he's like, now's the time.
So I look over, I'm like, look at this. And like, they've got like a little raccoon they're really getting into, which is fine, play with your kids. So I'm like, look at this fucking loser.
Son's like laughing and
so I'm judging, and he's looking. He's got like his dad's big, and I'm like, and it pissed me off. You don't go that fast in a car line and cut people off. Mm-hmm. So then when they get out,
they needed more time to do puppets.
So when they get out, his kid is like rotund, like his chin and neck touch. I'm just like, that's the only time they rush in their life.
So fat that it's like borderline child abuse.
It is. It looks horrible.
Yeah.
The bowl cut and all. I'm like, you're just setting him up.
Yeah, 100%. There's genetics.
Kids are already super awkward.
Yeah, genetics at some point, but then there's sometimes whenever I see like a morbidly obese kid, I'm like, that's child abuse.
It is.
He has no job. He has no money. He can't go to the grocery store and shop. You did that to him.
Oh yeah, I know. But my whole thing was that now I know why his dad was driving like that. It's the only time he does anything fast.
V6. Apparently, puppets entertain.
You got to be fast because I don't think he walks much.
Right. Who's entertained by puppets? Fat kids.
Well, I mean, what's that dude's name? What's that comedian, the ventriloquist comedian? It's pretty good. What's that dude's name?
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham. I'm pretty entertained by that guy.
Yeah, sure. He's fine.
Or South Park, whenever they had that puppet news, did he ever do one of these little numbers on you?
Oh, yeah.
About Chef being a child.
Yeah, it did. That was funny.
Please pay attention.
Yeah. Oh, I like whenever the investigator comes in with that, and he has his little doll, not the puppet. When he has the actual doll, it's like, did they touch you here? Did Chef do this? And he puts him on his knees, like rubbing the doll's nipples. Yeah. He's like, do you ever do this? And he bends the puppet over on the desk. And goes,
he's like, ooh.
And he's straight up fucking that doll right in front of the kids. It's so
make sure you pay attention,
right?
And then he holds it up and licks it.
He holds it up. It's like licking his ass. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh, that show is so stupid. I love watching the behind the scenes of them doing the voicing for it, and they just can't keep it.
Do you
together.
ever get
it's so funny.
if you ever can't sleep one night, just get on movie bloopers on YouTube, and you'll get down the rabbit hole, and it is great.
Dude. Oh yeah, you're not going to go to sleep. That's for sure.
No, you're not. I've watched so much stupid shit.
Did
you see a new Barbie trailer?
I don't know about that.
I'm excited about it.
I'll probably watch it because it is so out of the box. It is so out there in left field. And usually anything that Ryan Gosling does is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I will check it out. Margot Robbie is hot as balls.
Well, did you see Michael Cera?
Yeah, he's like his Alan. Like everybody's Ken. Different versions of Ken. He's Alan, which is funny.
Because he has really heavy eyeliner.
Yeah, dude.
He's awesome. I think it's going to be good.
And it's also going to have my girl Dua Lipa in it. She's a mermaid Barbie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm into it.
You're really into her.
Yeah, I like it. She's got that sultry look.
But she sings. I watched her live.
Nice.
She sings really well. What about what's her name? Sydney Sweeney now is a mechanic, and Ford just promotes. I'm going to be like, can we just say it's because she's hot?
It's because she's hot.
I actually told Kyle this the other day. Something came on. I was like, so you realize that nobody gives a shit about what y'all do? It's just because you're hot. Like, I'm sorry, but no one cares because I don't watch men do what you guys do. I don't watch dude mechanics. I don't care.
Sydney Sweeney, I don't care. I would be into basket weaving if she was doing it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and then she promotes now that bathing suit, which by the way are not bathing suits. I've never seen any woman on the planet wear that.
No, those are not bikinis. She does seem to be into random stuff, but it's like, it's because you're hot. You know what I mean?
It's all right. I don't blame her. I would do it.
I do notice like there's a lot of sometimes celebrities get into these weird ad campaigns, and I'm just like, it's really weird. And then now it becomes like a staple to where you're like, yeah, this is normal. But when it first comes around, you're like, why is Samuel L. Jackson promoting a credit card? You know what I mean? But then all of a sudden now you picture
you kind of forget they're people.
You kind of forget like, but you see it so much. Yeah. It's like William Shatner was doing the fucking airplane
travel or Expedia
Travelocity, where the fuck it was, right? But then at some point to where whenever they stop using that person, you're like, where's William Shatner? You know what I mean?
Like, where the fuck did that guy go?
Right?
But then you realize he's on the Enterprise, so it made sense. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to ask you how you felt about maybe this summer switching over our format to doing interviews.
Exclusively just interviews?
Just for a couple episodes, get a feel for it and see. But I want to do it different. So I don't stalk people. You know how I have.
First of all, interviews is I don't have no problem with doing interviews.
Basically what we do now, but having a third, but like piecing in the silliness we do and the randomness, like we ask like life questions, like real talk stuff.
Yeah, I figured we'd do that anyway. If we had somebody that wasn't a friend of ours,
but then ask some other questions too, obviously to kind of dig in there and dive in a little bit.
I thought you meant like a total change in format.
No, not like I'm going to be Jimmy Fallon, not like that. But
okay.
I thought about messaging some of these people I talk to quite often on Instagram and actually seeing if they do an episode with us. It more likely have to be like a Zoom call.
Yeah, we'll set up a remote thing. Sure,
a call because most of them don't live anywhere close. But I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, can't hurt to ask,
No, I'm fine with that. We talked about doing that already, and even if we brought in, even when we bring in people we know.
Oh yeah,
as a third, we still kind of ask them, at least basic questions. What are you into? It's not a interview format.
I guess I said that wrong. I don't mean like a list of questions. Yeah, which Jacob's supposed to come on too, and so is Garrett.
Yeah.
So
still trying to lock down Scoot, whatever. He'll. I talked to him today, and he's going to try to. It's Easter going on or whatever right now, but he's
which I didn't know. I just remember I didn't know it was Easter until Tuesday.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, I had no idea until they were like, "We're off tomorrow for Good Friday." Yeah, which is not a banking holiday apparently.
It's not. I took off. I took off just because I don't want to work. I've been called, been crazy, but I took off. But the kids are out of school, and then Kylie didn't have to work too. I thought they'd be out.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I thought it was banking. If I'm off for a random holiday, I assume all banks are, because banks have the best holiday schedules.
They really do.
They get every fucking red date on the calendar. But apparently not this one, which is weird. I asked she works at a bank, and I asked her, I was like, y'all not off? She's like, yeah, we don't get off for, it's a religious holiday, so we don't get off for it. And I'm like, heathens.
Pagan.
Right. But then I got to think about it after. I was like, yeah, but you get off for Christmas, and that's technically a religious holiday, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know the rules.
I don't work in finance or banking.
Yeah, I know.
How much time
banks. We got? We got like 10 minutes.
Okay, good.
We have an eternity.
It's an eternity.
We can end it whenever we want. Or hell, we can.
I can apologize up front
and then start over.
I apologize up front, by the way, for the way I sound. My sinuses have been destroying me this week. Bad.
Yeah, I'm going to listen back to this audio, and it's going to be all trash. I'm going to delete it.
You're such a dick. Brought to you by Claritin.
Right.
Yeah. I recently, we'll take my last two.
Just thinking about another celebrity endorsement that I always thought was weird was when Jamie Lee Curtis was basically selling yogurt to help you shit better.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually get super annoyed by our commercials for medicine and stuff. Like, it drives me banana sandwich.
It's illegal to do. You
can't do it overseas.
Companies can't do ads overseas.
Dude, they'll get on there and be like, are you suffering from these 2 symptoms, right? They're like, yeah, that's me. Take this. But it may cause 32.5 other symptoms that are worse than the 2 you have.
Right. Yeah, and it ranges from, a slight rash to your asshole falling out.
Yeah, or bleeding out of your pee hole. Like it's this
or death.
Or death.
Yeah, I know. If there was to be a law that come down that said, hey, pharmaceutical companies cannot advertise, on TV and internet or whatever the fuck. Yeah. That basically the only way that pharmaceutical a drug will be known about, be promoted, is through, like, doctors have to promote it or whatever. You can't just advertise it on TV.
Yeah.
If they pass that law, I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't be all up in arms about it. You know what I mean? Someone was like, well, it's a First Amendment issue. I'm like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely.
I'm not dying on this hill.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with it. That'd be one where I'd be okay with it. Because it kind of does make sense. Yeah.
I
mean, they stopped doing cigarettes ads because
that's true. They do. You don't see that like you used to.
They literally made that a law. You can't do cigarette ads anymore. And the thing is, cigarette companies went too far. They started having like cartoon characters and shit on in their ads in order to appeal to kids. I mean, we know it was obvious what they were doing.
I remember when my parents smoked. They were a part of was Marlboros. Back this was they haven't smoked in 30. I don't know. It's been forever.
Yeah, but Marlboro Man.
But they used to get gifts and stuff from Marlboro, like sleeping bags, like nice shit.
Yeah,
it was like nice stuff. And being the age I'm in now, it's almost weird to think my parents used to smoke, but I remember it. Like everybody did.
Yeah,
You just mentioned it before. Like I remember that shit dabbling down. Like
that was when everybody was cool.
Yeah, that's what.
We're lame now.
That's what my dad says. I wish I could bring him in and let him just record that bit of him describing smoking because it was the funniest shit. It was awesome.
Hell yeah. It makes everybody look cooler.
He was like, if it was healthy, he said it's the greatest fucking thing.
The best.
He said, dude, especially in the morning with a cup of coffee.
I reminisced last night. It was awesome. It's all about
I wish I could have just recorded you doing that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Just like,
I know the guy was like, he's like, oh, man, I don't want to be the reason you start up again. I was like, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
You're doing me a solid.
He's like, I haven't felt this good in years.
It is. It's amazing. You're a gentleman and a saint.
Yes, actually, if you don't mind, what if we close these doors and butt fuck a little bit?
Yeah, I need you to look away. I've got a raging boner right now.
Pull a Evan Hafer.
Right. Going butt fuck.
Butt fuck a little bit. Poor guy. I actually like those dudes too.
I don't know if it's true at all.
Maybe it's just a Mountain Dew thing.
Old Mountain Dews.
No Mountain Dews.
Oh, I
Speaking
love that.
of, you need to check it out on YouTube, but you probably won't. But if you get a chance, Free Range Podcast is doing a video where they went and did that Alaskan bear hunt. They described it on an episode. They actually went you can attest to it because you've been to Alaska. they take like bush planes to this plane, and it's like a dune buggy with wings, and they get up like there's nothing. It's like the last frontier, and they're just like go through each day of the guide and sleeping out in the field. Like they can't make fires, can't do smokes. The bear will smell it from like 7,000 miles away. But anyways, like it's them scouting these bears with all their rifles and equipment, making coffee from. It's super cool, but you need to watch it. It's really neat. Like they do the whole thing. So next week will be the one where they actually get 2 bears.
I was like when I talked to that dude that lives above the Arctic Circle, describing exactly like what you're talking about. I mean, they can hunt so many bears and like moose and elk and all this other shit and wolves and whatnot. They have like permits in order to do it because they live up there or whatever. The way they describe going like on a hunt. Yeah. Like if they kill a moose up there, where the fuck it drops, they have to fucking clean it, cut it up right there. There's no hauling it back.
No, dude.
First of all, because in a lot of these places up there, they're not allowed to take anything with a motor, so they can't take snow machines up there. So it's not like you take snow machine up there and then you can just drag the whole thing back. So they have to chop it up and haul it out of there by.
You're like, I'll take the hoof.
Yeah, dude. 1,000-pound animal, you know. It's crazy.
You're like, I just want the tongue. Yeah. It's the lightest thing. Exactly. I'll take it.
Right, exactly.
Like, dude, like, can you imagine someone handing you like the back hind of a moose? Exactly. You're like, I don't know if you guys know it or not.
The left ass of a moose, and you're like, oh
you're like, I struggled with this rifle. I can't hold that fucking knee of that moose.
Yeah, exactly.
You ever seen how big a moose is? It's like a dinosaur. No, thank you.
My God.
I couldn't imagine. Well, even the bears they show. Like,
oh, no.
I'm okay.
Oh, yeah. I should watch that. I love that page on Instagram, Nature is Metal. There was like a baby moose calf that was running around on the street, and there was I think it was like a black bear was like fucking going after it, and they were tangling up, and he was dragging it into the woods, and I was just like, yes.
I follow one on there that's like, some of them are a little extreme. I can't watch. It's hard to watch. I know sometimes. They don't know that we see it as cruel, like it's sad, but it is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
There was one where a bear had got a hold of like a semi-cow-like creature, and like its organs were spilling out while it's alive. It's
dude.
Dragging it. This is like probably a 700-pound animal. It's dragging into the bushes. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, dude. How about that fucking that show 1923 and that jaguar pulls that girl up in that tree?
Oh yeah, she was fucked. Done. Yeah. Well, I watched one the other day where I can't watch. There's certain animals I can't watch, like wild dogs, like African wild dogs. I can't watch them.
Yeah.
Because they go from ass up.
Yeah.
While it's still alive. Like, yeah. They do that because they have to eat so quick.
Oh, yeah.
And all that soft tissue and stuff is back there. You got to eat quick because something's going to come take it.
Yeah, correct.
But like literally, they'll have one where it's sitting there, awake and coherent.
It's alive.
And it's like half eaten. I can't. Yeah. I can't watch it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it for you.
Now I did watch when that big lizard ate that fucking pig.
Yeah, that's funny. Have you seen videos of like Jack Russell Terriers tearing into a rat?
Oh, those are great.
That's awesome.
Those are crazy. Those guys are like, here they are, and they lift up like a cinder block, and they just spill out.
Yeah,
got
and there's like 30 Jack Russell Terriers just ripping them to shreds. It's amazing.
Speaking of, I actually, I've had this bird problem at my house that I always talk about. Mm-hmm. Well, like the past month, I've been battling these little finches, like up in my carport, where they shit everywhere. Okay, so I try like owls. This has been going on for like 6 months. Yeah. Owls, snakes, spray, repellent, everything.
Did you get a cat?
No. So
you got 1 minute. You got 1 minute to finish the story.
I just kind of dealt with it, and then actually I shot one the other day, yesterday. A finch. Like, dude, it's like smaller than a cell phone. Blasted that bitch to pieces off the finch. And
just fluff. Like, just poof.
I was like, then I picked it up and pulled its little spine out like Predator. Started screaming.
You're like,
yeah.
Like, mounted it on your wall.
I tried to kiss him like old boy did, Brady.
All
right, give us a sign off, dude.
Skull.
Yeah, give us a sign off.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, share, comment. 10,000 shares. We haven't said that in a while. Make sure everybody remembers you have to share it 10,000
times.
So make us big. Anyway.
Episode 41. Thanks for tuning in.
We're on our way to Rogan. All right.